Hey, good evening, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. I wanted to come back on here again and uh, and have a conversation with everybody. Back in Alabama and back at my regular setup, and wanted to have a real good conversation today. And the thing I wanted to discuss today is I wanted to have a conversation. Understand that there's real power in consistent accountability. There's real power in consistent accountability. I appreciate you guys, your flexibility today. Today I was out in the community. I was went to my alma mater, Greensboro High School, to their senior day. I want to shout out to them. The senior class of 2026, I think the total amount was over like $6.5 million in scholarships given. The valedictorian young man, let me see, he ended up getting over $2 million. He got over $2 million, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, over $2 million in scholarships. And he was also a recipient of the Bill Gates scholarship. So I known two other young men to get that scholarship. Both of them was from the Augusta, Georgia area, and that's a phenomenal scholarship. It pays for your education, however high you want to go. I know one young man. He got a master's degree, a business, and he got his MBA. He's doing well right now. And another young man, he was a son of a good friend of mine. And I was friends with both his mom. His mom is an educator, and his father, we became good friends. His father was my roommate for a short period of time. But he just finished his PhD from the University of Georgia. So, and the Bill Gates scholarship paid for all of it. So just very excited about that. And the young man in Greensboro, Welcher, I'm just happy for him. It was good to be back. And senior day, when you sit down and think about it, when you live life for a while, and this is what I want to let these kids know. This is what I want to tell all the kids. If the kids are watching right now, it's going to seem like it take forever, the time to pass while you in school. Once you graduate, you sneeze, it's 5 years. You cough, it's 10. Next thing you know, you blink, you having your class is planning y'all 20-year reunion. And I'm saying that as somebody who is coming up on next month will be 28 years for me from graduating. And, it goes by fast, so enjoy the time. But I just wanted to just take the time. That's why I didn't go live today as usual at 11. I was back supporting my alma mater, and it was good seeing a few people back there. I want to give a shout out to Pastor Johnson from Pleasant Grove Missionary Baptist Church. Give him a huge shout out. Pastor Calvin Johnson, I was able to see him, and I got a chance to express. I mentioned it before, but I saw him in person. But I thanked him personally. Thank him for opportunity. When I was in high school, he gave me an opportunity to play piano for his church. And I'm grateful for that. Even as a 46-year-old man, and I was 16, it was 30 years ago, I'm grateful for people who gave me an opportunity because I don't take it lightly. And, he's a true man of God, somebody who, when I tell you this, for those that know Pastor Calvin Johnson, if you're not familiar with Greensboro, it's some Hoskins in Greensboro. That's a huge family, and the Hoskins goes to a lot of them go to Pleasant Grove. When I tell you he's at every event, when somebody from his church is something, he's there. And I just want to give a shout out to him. There's a lot of other pastors like that, but I'm talking about the ones that really been called to pastor and have a love and have a pastor's heart. And I just wanted to thank him because I just felt. This is the thing. Too many times people live with regret because we don't value people's presence. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of people that gave us opportunity, done things for them, and we take it for granted, and we never go back and just say thank you. And I had the opportunity today to say thank you. This made me, I remember a few years ago, my junior high basketball coach, Coach Chris Smith, Christopher Smith. I called him and I thanked him. I mean, this man is, you know, I know I gave him a hard time as a stubborn young man, but there's a lot of life lessons I learned from him as my coach. He really taught me about hard work, about being a team, and really what I learned from him, and it's a very valuable lesson, is yes, you play to win, but the goal is to do your best and be comfortable with doing your best and not be comfortable with just the win. This is what I learned from him. And it stuck with me because I can remember, I think it was our eighth grade year, seventh grade year. Me and my classmates, we was playing junior B team, and you know we won like 7-8 games that year, lost like 15, right? But one thing that I learned in that is, even in those losses, we played hard, we played together, we had fun. So we played to win, and then the games where we won, but we didn't play good, we didn't feel good about it. And I know everybody get caught up with winning, but that taught me an invaluable lesson. And that's why I went back years later to thank Coach Smith is, you know, in life, it's about really you doing your best because you competing against yourself. And if you're always judging yourself based off of you winning, sometimes your competition just ain't on your level. Right? And why are you celebrating when you ain't give your best? I can remember we losing in the state championship game and I left everything out on the field. Right? And yeah, and I know this is some personal stuff. I'm just sharing it, but I'm gonna tell y'all just how good God is. It just made me think about it. My family is on my mother's side, both my grandparents, my grandfather Charles Brown and my grandmother Aurelia Brown, both matriculated at Alabama A&M University in the 1950s. They both graduated from Alabama A&M in the 1950s. So my mom went to A&M, my uncle went to A&M, uncles went to A&M, my brother went to A&M, my older sister went to A&M, I went to A&M. So every year we used to go to the Magic City Classic. And I can remember this clearly because you could see it when we took our pictures for the yearbook. In the 6th grade, you know, I made a mistake. I was trying to cut my hair and I messed up. So I ended up having to shave all the hair on my head. So my 6th grade picture, I ain't have no hair on my head because I shaved it all off. But I remember going to the game. It was around the same time for the Classic. I remember walking in the Legion Field. And when I walked in the Legion Field, I said, God, I want to play on that field before I graduated high school. Now, at the time, I was in the band. Football wasn't even in the picture. And I can remember my senior year, we made it all the way to the state championship game. And guess where the game was played? It was played at Legion Field. When I walked out on Legion Field, so we was on the, if you go to the Classic, our locker room was like the A&M locker room. So we was on that side. Opposite for the Classic for the Alabama State. So we was in that locker room. And I remember when you walk out of the locker room, you walk underneath those bleachers right there by the goalpost. And when I walked out the locker room, I remember the Holy Spirit said, you remember. And that brought to my mind me saying, God, I wanted to play in that field. Now, it was cold that night, right? And we didn't win the state championship game. But at the end of the game, we wanted to win. We ended up losing with 24-14. But at the end of the game, the Holy Spirit also said, now, you ain't asked to win. You said you wanted to play in the state. Excuse me. And that just brought to my mind on how faithful God is on things that we don't even think about. Now, you like, Robert, why is that? Excuse me. And y'all, my sinus been draining and everything, but we going to keep this thing going. But God brought that to my remembrance because God is saying a lot of things, right? When you do your best, when you put your best foot forward, you can rest on that. Nobody can take that. Like, you live with no regrets when you put your best foot forward. Putting your best foot forward eliminates guilt. A lot of us are carrying and dealing with guilt simply because we didn't value the presence of somebody and we didn't prioritize people in our lives, and now they're gone, and now you living with the guilt because you didn't do your best. And that's a heavy thing to carry. Many of us been carrying that thing for years because we didn't do our best to make it home. We didn't do our best to honor our parents or honor that relationship. We didn't do our best. So when it's gone, now we dealing with the guilt of it. And I say all of that because there's a lot of things that we have to make changes in our lives to just simply do our best. Stop looking at it from if I'm winning or not. Because a lot of times you just winning because the rules may be rigged in your favor. And that's what's been going, a lot of that's been going on. The rules have been rigged in people's favor in our area for far too long. Right. And it's been rigged in certain people's favor. And they always feel like they win. They always feel like they got the upper hand. And they always want to spin a narrative like that they are good and God got them covered. No, you guys have set a carnal web up of worldly structure, right, to perpetuate this foolishness and dysfunction that we've been having. And what is happening right now is that exposure is happening, illumination is happening, and everybody is seeing things that they knew about but didn't really truly know about. And that's what people are upset about. Right? And I want people to I want you guys to I made this post earlier, right? Oh, yeah, for transparency purposes. Yeah. I want to show y'all something. So I sent the email yesterday. And the email I sent yesterday, I sent the email to the county administrator in Perry County and every commissioner and I've sent the email to every commissioner as well as the attorney, again, to be placed on the agenda. I also sent the second email requesting, right, requesting requesting a formal record request for the actual policy that governs it, right? Because during the last commissioner meeting, it was stated that, you know, the people can come speak from 5:30 to 6 during the open comment section. And then if they deem there's any further action, then it'll be added to the commission. Well, my thing is, I want to see that in black and white. Where is the written policy at? And I also asked for the minutes that shows that the commission approved that policy to be adopted. Now, y'all be like, okay, well, Robert, why are you asking that? You just really being petty. No, I'm not being petty, right? I'm not being petty. And the reason why I'm not being petty is it's far too long that we just take people's words for stuff, right? People are saying things. I don't care about what you say. I want you to show me. And we as people, as constituents, as citizens, have a right to see all of that. That stuff is public record. If they got a policy that governs how you can request to be on the meeting, right? Matter of fact, Alabama, hold on. I'm finna show people in black and white. Because a lot of the stuff that's been going on, it's been going on because people just say stuff. People just say stuff, and then we just take what these people say. Oh, here we go with this. Let me log this in. Let me log into ChatGPT. While I'm waiting to log that in, but a lot of the stuff people been waiting on, we just accepted people word for it. We accept people word for it, but then we never get anything in black and white. Right? We never get anything in black and white. And my thing is this. I don't trust none of them. You can say whatever you want to, but I don't trust it. Excuse me. I don't trust it. And the reason why I don't trust it is because the track record is your word is not trustworthy. And people will like to lie to your face, but not give you the right information. And then they want to say it as if their word is law. Your word ain't law. And then this is what these politicians really need to understand. I don't work for you guys. You guys are there to work for me. I'm a taxpaying citizen. Your job is to work for me. And the sad thing is we have been so conditioned to dysfunction in our area that we don't even realize just how bad it is. Alabama Open Meeting Act. I'm going to let that pull up. Alabama Open Meeting Act, right? I want y'all to see something. The Alabama Open Meeting Act is a state law that requires most government meetings in Alabama to be open and transparent to the public. Here's a clear practical breakdown of what it means. It applies to government bodies, including city councils, county commissions, school boards, state boards, and commissions. Basically, if a group is making public decisions or spending public money, it's likely covered. Key requirements. Meeting must be open. Meeting must be open to the public. You generally have the right to attend and observe. Right? Then it said advance notice is required. Public bodies must give reasonable notice of the meeting. Notice usually include time, place, agenda, or expected topics. No secret meetings or quorum rule. Quorum rule. A quorum, enough members to act officially, cannot meet privately to discuss public business. Even informal gatherings can violate the law if officials are effectively making decisions behind closed doors. Number 4, voting must be public. Votes must happen in an open meeting. Secret ballots are generally not allowed. Now, executive sessions, watch this. Executive session, closed meetings. Closed meetings are allowed only for specific reasons, such as discussing pending or potential lawsuits, personnel matters, hiring, firing, and discipline, real estate negotiation, and security plans. Even then, the body must publicly state the reason. The vote to go into executive session must happen in open session. Right? Enforcements and penalties. If the law is violated, a court can invalidate decisions made in an illegal meeting. Officials can face civil penalties and fines. Lawsuits can be filed by citizens, media, or the Alabama Attorney General office. Right? So I just want everybody to understand that. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is there's a lot of people that didn't even know that there was a law that governs that meeting's supposed to be open. Right? There's also other things where they talked about being added on the agenda. You know, they leave that up to states. They leave that up to like local governments for their written policies. That's why I asked for a copy of Perry County written policy. You know why? Because when I had a conversation with Old Jelly in person at the last meeting, he said that I asked for a copy. He said, well, his word, what was it? Your word ain't it. Your word is not it. And then they tried to say that I had to go through the county administrator. Where's that written at? I want y'all to see it, right? So I obliged and I went back and sent a written request and I included the county administrator. Before I included all of the commissioners plus the attorney. Now you want to play these shenanigans and talk about it has to go through the administrator. So I included the administrator on it. And I also sent an official record request as well. And what I asked for, and I'm going to show you guys right now. Hold on. All right. So this is what I sent. Excuse me. When was this? I sent this. No, 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 no. I'm trying to get to what I sent the other day. That one, the 21st. All right. Want y'all to see the whole email, right? Agenda request for Perry County Commission meeting on 28 April. Y'all see I sent it 3 days ago, April the 21st. And what I said was to the interim administrator, Ms. Beverly Gordon, Perry County Commission Chair, members of the Perry County Commission, and the Perry County Commission lawyer, Attorney Prince Chestnut. All of them are in this email. Based on the information provided during the Perry County Commission meeting on April 14th by Commissioner Albert Fitzgerald Turner, I have the following request. I am respectfully requesting to be placed on the agenda for the Perry County Commission meeting scheduled on April the 28th, 2026. With Commissioner Albert Fitzgerald Turner telling me after the commission meeting that you would never get on the agenda in front of witnesses, I also request that my commissioner, Carlton Lewis, place me on the agenda if Commissioner Turner again denies my request as a citizen. My name is Robert Lovejoy Shepherd, and I would like the opportunity to address funding for youth-related activities in both Uniontown and Marion. I am requesting inclusion on the agenda so that I may present my concerns, comments, and or information to the commission in an orderly and official manner. I ask that you please confirm whether this request has been received and whether I have been added to the agenda. Thank you for your time and consideration. I look forward to your response. Right now, this is a response that I got from Miss Gordon. She said, "Good morning. I am in receipt of your request to place Robert Shepherd on the agenda. Per established policies and procedures, constituents may present concerns and requests during the public comment section, which is at 5:30 p.m. If during a presentation, the presentation produces an action item, then that item will move to the next agenda. Official documentation is being researched and will be provided pursuant to availability. Thank you." This is what's my response to it. Ms. Gordon, thank you for acknowledging receipt of my request. I look forward to hearing back from you concerning the official record request. I request a copy of the minutes from the Perry County Commission meeting approving the adoption of the current policy governing placement on the agenda, along with the aforementioned request for the electronic copy of the policy. Thank you again for your assistance. Respectfully, Robert Lovejoy Shepherd. Now, I'm going to tell y'all why I'm asking for the minutes. Because if they produce a policy, but if there's no minutes to support it, that means that that policy is invalid. It's invalid because that policy has to be approved by the governing body, which is the Perry County Commission. They can send a policy, any policy, but where's that policy been approved at? Now, a lot of people can say, and you can sit around and be like, well, a lot of people can be like, oh man, that's just being petty. No, it's not. Look, we got a government. I'm about to show you guys something. And Miss Robinson, I want to tell you, Miss Clementine Robinson, hey, she invited me to get some food. They did a surprise meal for the teachers after the senior day in Greensboro. And listen, Miss Robinson, that pulled pork, that chicken and that dressing, them green beans, listen, that whole plate, pressure. And I just wanted to just thank you for that. But I wanted to show you guys something. Because I made this post this morning. It's something that we really need to look at. A community can tell it has a failed government when the people in charge stop serving the public and start protecting themselves. Right? Here are some warning signs. And I'm going to give you guys 10 warning signs. 10. And what I did was I asked ChatGPT. I just asked ChatGPT, what are some signs of a failed government? 1, no transparency. The public has a hard time getting records, budgets, meeting minutes, agendas, contracts, and answers. 2, no accountability. Official makes mistakes, break promises, or misuse power, but nothing ever happens to them. 3, peanut. Number 3, poor basic services. Roads, water, sewage, trash pickup, public safety, and public buildings keep getting worse. Number 4, money is hard to track. Budgets are confusing or don't exist. Audits show problems, major problems. Grants are delayed, or the public cannot clearly see where money went. Number 5, meetings feel controlled. Citizens are ignored, cut off, kept off the agenda, or treated like a problem for asking questions. Number 6, the same problems never get fixed. Leaders keep making announcements, but years pass with little or no real progress. Number 7, friends and family benefit first. Contracts, jobs, favors, and opportunities seem to go to insiders instead of being handled fairly. Number 8, officials blame others instead of solving problems. Every failure is somebody else's fault, but the people in power still want credit for anything good. Number 9, people are afraid to speak up. Citizens worry about retaliation, harassment, losing opportunities, or being targeted for asking questions. And 10, leaders care more about power than people. They focus on election, image, control, and personal influence while the community keeps struggling. A government is failing when the people are asking honest questions, but the leaders are hiding answers, avoiding responsibilities, and letting the community suffer. Here are a few questions to think about. How many of these warning signs do you see in your community? If you're watching, out of those 10, as I read them, comment the number that you've seen in your community. 1 through 10. If it's 1, just put 1. If it's 6, put 6. If it's 10, put 10. Right? Number 2, if you have noticed warning signs in your community, how long have you noticed them? How long has it been going on? Going on 1 year, 2 years, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Right? And then number 3, if you have witnessed multiple warning signs of a failed government, right, in your community, what have you personally done to address it? They make my mayors. We got a united front. We united. That means that they do whatever I tell them to do. I help them get reelected. They beholden to me. I'm the chairman. I talked about both of them like a dog. I talked about both of them like a dog before. And now I gotta let everybody know we together. No, y'all ain't. But look at this. How many of these, right, are you experiencing in your community? How many of these are you experiencing in your community? No transparency, no accountability, poor basic service, money is hard to track, meetings feel controlled, the same problems never get fixed, friends and families benefit first, officials blame others instead of solving problems, people are afraid to speak up, and leaders care more about power than people. How many? And that's a question, like that's a serious question. That's why when this is the stuff that I be talking about when I'm talking about what needs to be done in the community. See, a lot of people, they'll say a lot of different things. You know, God bless them for them saying whatever they want to say. But when you sit down and you look at it, in our area here, especially in Perry County, if you ain't over 8 to 10, you lying to yourself. We got both cities that don't pass, that haven't published a budget that the people have seen in the last, what, 10 years? They just had to do an audit. They did audits from 2018, 19, 20, 22, and 23. They got funding. Marion got funding from, excuse me, ADEM to do that. Uniontown are in the talks about doing the audit. They ain't do no audit like, what, 12 to 20 years ago. If that. So just think about that. Like, we don't, like, look at ADEM sending letters to Marion. Speaking of that, y'all, I'm about to go to ADEM e-file and show y'all the city of, well, listen, man, you can't make this up. ADEM e-file. This is what I did. I searched ADEM e-file. Clicked on here. You want to go water. You want to go county, Perry. And you want to go date range. No, I'm sorry, the date. Yeah, date range. You want to do April 16th. Right? And you press search. Here it goes. Down at the bottom is the response, the ARPA letter response. Now, you know, the deadline was the 10th. Uniontown submitted theirs on the 16th. This is from the Uniontown Water Board. This is the response from the city, the Uniontown Water Board. Ed Morris, who works for Centel Engineering. This was his response 6 days late. Please see the attached schedule for completion for the above project. When I received the first request for a schedule of the 6 projects I am consulting for, I prepared a schedule for all of them. I only received 2 letters for a request for schedules. I have checked with the other projects and verified they are not required. Now, this was sent by Ed Morris from Centel.net, that's Centel Engineering, on behalf of the City of Uniontown and the Uniontown Water Board for the Waterworks and Sewer Board of Uniontown, their project. This right here was what was sent. That's it. That grant was $5.9 million. And that was the response 6 days late by the engineering firm to the actual state entity that gave them the $5.9 million. What does that tell you? Do they care? Do they care at all? I just want y'all to see that. But this is the same company, Centel Engineering, that the City of Uniontown hired to do the lagoon in 2012. This is the same Centel Engineering that they hired again in 2018 when they supposed to redo the water work, the wastewater project that's supposed to go to Demopolis. So the one in 2012 was $4.8 million. The one in 2018 was $23.7 million. So you got 24 million, 5 million, that's $29 million. Then they hired them again for this contract. That was $5.96 million. So you got 29 million plus 6. So Centel been involved with $35 million that then came through the City of Uniontown for wastewater projects. And what improvements have you seen? In 2018, they got sued by ADEM. These are the same people that they go back to. But then for the open meeting, the Uniontown Water Board have their meetings on a Tuesday at 10 o'clock. Who can make it on a Tuesday at 10 o'clock? Yeah, you can argue you make it for the public, but how many people can get out work and be there and ask questions? But don't worry about it. The next one I will be there. And I done sure gonna express that, hey, I don't give a crap who y'all trying to accommodate on that board. Y'all gonna change that time to accommodate the people of Uniontown so that it can be in the evening, so that most of the people off work, so that people can attend and see what's going on. Because when the sewage is running in their driveway, when the sewage is coming back up and they got pathogens and it smell and all of that feces and everything is running up, then you won't want them you think them people ain't gonna want to talk to you? When these folks digging up in their road, tearing up their roads and all this stuff, and they got to drive over all of this stuff, and they roads tore up, and the company is only patching what they dug up because that same council allowed them to, when they told them they agreed to it, but y'all want to have a meeting at 10 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. Clarence Black is the chairman. Clarence Black is also a former commissioner in Perry County. They were 6 days late to respond to the deadline that ADEM sent them. And you know what? I hope ADEM take every dime that they got left. Take every dime. Because y'all got that money in 2023. Why y'all keep going back to Centel? See, this is the stuff that people really need to look at. This is the stuff, and y'all watch this. The Uniontown Water Board was established because under Jamal Hunter administration, the Uniontown Water Department was so atrocious that they were told that they had to establish it. So now they operate as a separate entity than the city, but the reality is they still are appointed by the city council. But they get their own money and different things. And guess what? We want to see an audit. We want to see what your expenses are too. Y'all don't get away just to do that. I'm going to tell y'all right now, y'all see in Birmingham, water boards have been the biggest scam that's been going on. That's how people been stealing money and doing a lot of different things. You're seeing case after case after case of water boards. Because a lot of money come through there. ADEM gave Marion $2.475 million to do a project. Then gave them $170,000 just so they can do audits so that they can qualify for more grant money. Grant money means they ain't got to pay it back. To fix the water issue. And instead of the city of Marion taking that time to go ahead on and get that done and doing the things, is they drug their feet because they ain't want to do no audit. The reason why they ain't want to do no audit because it was going to show that they weren't doing the right things. Y'all, I want people from a logical perspective. Forget if you like me or not. Look at it from a logical perspective. A logical perspective is the state, a higher entity, gave you $2.475 million for a project that you already submitted the plans for to get. You get awarded the project in December of 2023. It has got done April of 2026. And you still hadn't started the major work on that project? Man, I tell y'all this. Real leadership, that project would have been done in 2024. Let me tell you why. Because the plans was already done. Soon as I got it out there, I would have talked to the ADEM to figure out what the timeline for the money. I would have put them bids out there. I would have got the bids out there. I would have got the right contractors instead of trying to find some that can work the little buddy thing so some people can allegedly get kickbacks off of. But I would have got the right people to do the work. I would have also did the things I needed to do the fiscal sustainability plan. And then by the end of 24, when that work is complete, I'm going back to ADEM and say, hey, look, we got everything that we need. We got everything that we did. That project is complete. I want to close that grant out. And hey, this is our fiscal sustainability plan. And we want to know what can we do to access those additional funding that you got for us. I would have did that in 24. So 25 right now in 25, I'm going to tell y'all what I would have did. In 25, I would have started a new grant and a new project on another water project. And there's been a major one to go through the city and redo all of the old decapitated lines in the city. I would have did that in 25. And guess what? And I would have exhausted all of that money in 25 because I would put the bids out. I would have talked to the city and told the city, hey, this is our plan. This is going to be a lot of construction in the city. This is what we doing, right? I would have put the bids out, got that thing going. Now, y'all watch this. I would have did that thing so good, I would have closed it out in 25 and then went back to ADAM at 26. Y'all got any more money? We got some more projects that we need. And guess what I would have been? I would have put the city of Marion in a position to be those cities that can receive that grant funding that they taken from other cities for not doing the right thing. This not hard, y'all. This is not, it's not hard. What it is y'all just been so used to mediocrity and y'all been protecting these folks because they're your kin folks and skin folks. And y'all don't want to hold them accountable. Y'all, we have millions of dollars to come through this area. Millions. I mean millions. And the only thing we got some low down crooked folks who only looking for what they can get out of it or what they can put their family in position to benefit from. And y'all know I ain't telling the truth. The difference is now is these people understand that the community is watching. And the community understand the power of their voice. They understand the power of their voice. And they know that the community are not afraid to speak up. Because they rule by fear for far too long. They rule by fear for far too long. They hold people jobs over their head. Oh, don't let you be an employee at the school board or an employee of the county. And speaking of school board, Dr. Is it Smiley? Now, it's been confirmed by multiple people. Who authorized the printing of Albert Turner Sr. Gymnasium for the graduation at Francis? That's so goddamn disrespectful. When y'all just had, matter of fact, hold on. Let me see. Let me, I'm searching right now. Nope, that's not there. I know what it look. Excuse me. Y'all just in February, y'all just did a excuse me. Y'all named the gym after Coach Woody Jackson Sports Arena. The Hall of Fame coach from Francis Marion. But then now for the invitation, who authorized that? Because see, Albert, I'm finna show y'all something. See, Albert was the only one that was pushing to try to get it named after his daddy. And Dr. Smiley, I don't know you. I'm just telling you, this is what the perception is. The perception is Albert Turner got control over you. And you are the superintendent. And I'm just gonna tell y'all this. This ain't no person. This is just speaking truth to power. This is speaking truth to power right here. I would feel some type of way if I'm the principal of Francis Marion and my father is the one that was honored to be and the gym was named after him, right? The gym was named after him. And on the invitations for graduation, somebody put Albert Turner Senior Gymnasium as the location of the graduation of the school that I'm the principal of, and they just officially named it after my father in February. Now watch this. I want y'all to watch this. Was the gym ever named Albert Turner Senior? Did they change the name from Albert Turner Senior Gymnasium? Now, I want everybody to look at this too. They already got a school named after the post office. Jim Lee Jackson can't get a highway named by itself. And what else? And the annex. Now you doing the gym too? And Albert, it's been reported that you went to Coach Woody Jackson talking about you were going to name the gym after your daddy. But the floor, we're going to name the floor after Coach Jackson. Now, people can take this as light as they want to. I don't take this as light. This is just another power move of people catering to a politician who's all about himself. Who's all about himself. And I said this before. My name is Robert Lovejoy Shepherd. My daddy is named Robert Shepherd. I'm not a junior. My son is named Robert Lovejoy Shepherd Jr. If I built the building and I named the building after my father and I'd said Robert Shepherd Sr., would that be his name? Or would it be my name? You see what I'm saying? And speaking of that, Albert, I talked about this a few while ago. Albert, why are you lying, man? Like, man, I like it's really, I mean, it's really going to be expected, but excuse me, Albert, on March the 17th and on March the 10th at the Perry County Commission meeting. And I just want people to understand this, because this is what Albert lied. Albert lied. This man said that somebody asked Albert to his face about, hey man, I heard you trying to go to Hawaii for a conference. And Albert said out of his mouth, oh, no, I ain't going, you can't believe everything you hear. Right? That's what he said. That's what he said out of his mouth. Right? And he said that, no, that wasn't true. And you can't believe everything that you hear. Okay. But Albert, I don't know why you keep lying and know I got receipts, my boy. I got receipts. Here go the receipts. On March the 10th, at the Perry County, Alabama Commission meeting, Chairman Albert Fitzgerald Turner mentioned that he planned to attend the National Associations of Counties Western Interstate Region Conference in Hawaii. Below is a detailed description of the NACO website about the conference, right? And this is what I said. And I went down and looked. And they talked about 17 Western states: Alaska, Arizona, California, Colorado, Hawaii, Idaho, Minnesota, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, North Dakota, Oregon, South Dakota, Utah, Washington, and Wyoming. This is what this conference is for, to bring those people in those counties together. Alabama ain't nowhere near it, right? And this is the website. And this is what it talk about, 5 through 8. 5 through 8 in Maui County, Hawaii. Right? Right? And the question I was asking, he just went to a trip in February up to D.C. with this. So what is he going to do for what he's doing for Western states, 17 Western states? Right? And this is what I did on that. So Albert, you was in the meeting and you brought that up, right? You brought it up, and you know we got it on tape. So why are you even trying to act like you weren't even talking about going to Hawaii? But now let's go to the other Hawaii, right? Now you trying to go to the National Association of Black County Officials. Conference in Hawaii. NABCO conference in Hawaii. Mercedes pulled this up. Yep. And look, so he said, look, I'm gonna try to find me another way. And y'all check this out. Y'all remember this upcoming event? Albert went to this. That's where he lied and said that he was going to be honored. But we ain't see no pictures or anything. But then Monday through Thursday, May 7th through the 11th, in Maui, Hawaii, right? Now, it's been reported, like I said before, it's been reported that Albert, excuse me, Albert had asked Commissioner Lewis, did he want to go? But Albert is taking, allegedly, reportedly taking the county engineer, DeAndre Kimbrough, going, and the interim county administrator, Beverly Gordon, has reservations. Now, my question is this. With this upcoming meeting, why does she have reservations? And when she's not even a contracted employee for the county? Why is a county administrator going to a National Association of Black County Officials? And I'm being honest with you. Since it's just for black county officials, why is Perry County paying for it? Why won't he be sponsored by the Perry County Civic League? Now, I'm going to ask this question. I'm just going to use logic. I'm asking this question. Is people okay? Are people okay with it? Are people okay with Perry County spending public funds to send Albert Turner, the county engineer, and the interim county administrator to a national conference that is solely open to black elected officials? Now, would you guys be comfortable if they had a national organization of county officials for white county officials, and Brent Harrison and Tony Long use county funds to go to Hawaii? Would y'all be okay with that? No, would y'all be okay with that? People have a huge problem with that. Now, my thing is, if he wants to go, fund his own way to get there. Use the Perry County Civic League that is not an organization. Use one of that, right? Use it. Okay. All right, here we go. I want y'all to let me excuse me. I want y'all to let me. All right. I'm about to pull up this again, and I'm about to see something. All right. Okay. I see that. Okay, we got the Westin Maui Resort and Spa. Okay. All right. Look, listen, we ain't gonna play around with this. right? So let me go to Delta. I'm going to Delta. I just want y'all to, excuse me. No, let me go to, I'm gonna go, let me go Priceline. Because Priceline, you're going to get the rental. They're going to get a car rental. So, you know, the chairman, I got to drive in luxury. I tell you, man, one thing I like about the military, it didn't matter if you was a general or not. You had to have a memo saying why you ain't get the smallest car available. Like, cause we got 12 people. So we need a package. We need a hotel, flight, and car from, so Birmingham, BHM, Hawaii. Is it? Let me see. Where is it at? Maui. Let me see. I'm gonna just do Honolulu. We leave on the 7th. So they probably leave. Yep. Cause see, the 7th through the 11th, look, you get a weekend there. You go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You come back on a Monday because they got a meeting on that Tuesday. Y'all see that? Yeah. So I'm going to go because I leave because it's going to take a long time. So I'm going to leave on that 5th. Traveler, 1. Right? Let me see what the price going to be. We're just looking this up. We're just doing it, see what it potentially would cost the people of Perry County to attend a black-only conference by the Commissioner Turner, that he wants to take the county administrator, right? And let me see what's the event. Where's it at? The Western Maui Resort and Spa. Let me see, can I find the Western Maui? I'm just going to go off of this. So, you know, I got to be on the beach, you know, on the county dime, so I can go down and make deals for the county. So you're talking about $3,000. Talk about $3,000 minimum, $3,000 to $3,500 per person. Then you factor in, so that's 35, that's $11,000, right? To go to a conference that's only for black county officials that he want the county to pay for. Yeah, they may have a group rate, but still, you still gonna pay $3,000, $3,500, and that didn't even count the per diem that they getting every day to eat. So you're looking at it closer to $4,500 to $5,000. So $15,000 to go to a conference of only black county officials in Hawaii. And Albert went to the conference in February. What we got from that? All these conferences that Albert go to, he take these pictures. Y'all look, y'all check this out. This would be so funny. This right here be so funny. This is that booty chatter. I call it that booty chatter. This right, I'm gonna show y'all that booty chatter. This be that funny stuff. This all he do when he go to them conferences. Let me take a picture so I can gaze into the eyes and talk about investments, industry investments in Perry County. And I'm the chairman. Those people in Perry County, they so dumb, they pay for me to go travel the world. And I don't even want to give them $7.50. Let me gaze into this man's eyes right here. Let me gaze into his eyes. Oh, I'm the tiny chairman, but I know that I'm a wannabe that would never be, but those people, they gonna still finance me to travel the world. I'm the chairman. I'm the chairman. Let me put that drink. Yeah, let me put that drink on to count it down. Yeah. Cause I can't be transparent. We ain't even passed no audit. They ain't even conduct a financial audit, but I want to go to Hawaii. And I want to take the county administrator that I've been fighting to keep their job when they ain't had no signed contracts in November. But I only do it because those other commissioners, they let me do it. They allow me to do my shenanigans. Because the only thing I do is get mad and I dominate the meetings and I talk over and I try to tell everybody. I'm the chairman. I run that thing. I'm going to spend the people money the way I want to spend it. And ain't nothing they going to do about it. Keep talking. Boy, you know you ain't getting no sleep at night. You waiting. You waiting. You waiting. Man, you waiting. Golly, you waiting. You waiting for that phone call. You waiting for that email. You waiting for that documentation, my boy. You waiting. That's what you scared at, man. I tell y'all, look. I just want people to. I really just want people to. And then, Albert, I got to say this. This is what I want to say. Albert, I'm going to show you where you desperate at. Excuse me. Let me show y'all where you desperate at. He shared this yesterday on his personal page. Now, Albert, why you ain't sharing this on the commissioner page? Right? He did it of what's happening in Uniontown. It's free. He did it of what's happening in Uniontown, but he didn't share it from his page, right? Then he said, hey, join me and bring your sons and daughters to this exciting opportunity. Now, I want y'all to check this out. Free baseball and softball clinics for Perry County School District. Right? They got a free one, right? I remember when the young man came through, he never discussed a price that it would cost Perry County to do the event. I'm all for it. I shared it on my page. Let these kids come out and do it, right? It's a great opportunity for the kids. Great opportunity. Period. See, everybody want to try, oh, you only got, no, I support this event. My issues with everything else that's surrounding it. Why not invest money into both of the cities' youth? Man, it just, I tell y'all, man, like, we have got to change our way of thinking and accepting mediocrity. And what I mean by mediocrity is, one, ask yourself, why hasn't he shared it on his commissioner page? Albert not sharing it on his commissioner page? He gonna share it on his personal page. Because he's been exposed for his lie. He tried to set it up like that $11,810 that was set aside for Perry County Park and Recs. Like that money was the money used to pay for this event. But if I'm not mistaken, that event was already a free event, because if you go to their website, if you go look up, if you go look up their website, hold on, I'm matter of fact, let me go to my page, because on my page I give you the name of the group. You go to the name of the group, you will see, and I'm going down to it. You will see this. It will be clear to you. The name of the group is Minority Prospect Ground Level Camps. And I'm going to show you guys this when you Google this. See, what he just did was posted a link on his page to the actual Uniontown event. They do a lot more events than that. So here we go. So this is, excuse me, minorityprospect.com. This is their website, right? It tells you about them, right? It tells you about what all the different events that they have, that they go around and doing. Great. They got the Francis one right here, right? And then they got the May 15th baseball game that some of the kids will have a chance to do. And shout out to the Perry County School Board for providing buses, and the Perry County Commission for covering the cost of those buses and gas to take those kids to those events. That's great. Listen, I have no issue. I'm just showing all what they do. They doing a free clinic in Macon. They doing a free game in Kannapolis. All of this stuff, everything they do is free. So why is Albert trying to get a perception like Perry County Commission is paying for it? That's all I'm saying. And I want everybody to just sit down and think about it. Only thing that I asked was, why won't you allocate the funding that you designated in the budget, the remaining funding that goes to cover this one event? Because guess what? Marion ain't got nothing else going on. Perry County ain't got nothing else scheduled for this fiscal year. Why don't you designate that money to half of the remaining funds go to Marion Park and Recs, and half of the remaining funds go to Uniontown Park and Recs? Because Uniontown, unlike Marion, their Park and Rec board is up and running, and they have another flag football game on this Sunday. But see, everybody, see, this is I ain't say everybody, but there's people that felt like that it was all about me, something personal with me. No, why lie when the whole organization do free camps? Only thing you had to do was just sign up with them. Do y'all understand that? And he just got to lie. You know why he got to lie? Because he wants to seem like he's the one to do it. And the only time he brought that up was because I put him on blast for lying about putting those lights up. And I got receipts for that. Now, speaking of that, I misspoke yesterday. The other day I made a post that the city of Marion, and I just thought about it. The city of Marion, I made a post that the city of Marion got an extension to the 9th of January by the state, the Attorney General office. I misspoke. That was not the 9th. It was the 29th is the official date that they got an extension to. So I want to stand and correct myself that the city of Marion got an approved extension, basically a 60-day extension from April the 30th to June the 29th. They were awarded that by the Attorney General's office. So I stand here to correct myself that based off the information I had June the 9th, and I stand to correct myself that it was wrong. June the 9th was wrong, and the official date that they got their approved extension was until June the 29th. They got approved for a 60-day extension to turn in all them records. So I just wanted to clear that up. But see, when you just do a little research, when you're dealing with somebody that is intended to lie to you, their intentions is to lie to you. Their intentions is to deceive you, right? Then you got to go and you got to do something else. Now, I want to let y'all listen to a little sneak peek. Excuse me. Let y'all listen to a little sneak peek if I can pull it up. I think it's still in there. I think I sent it to him. Oh, yeah, here you go. I want to let y'all listen to a little sneak peek of the song that I'm dropping on April the 30th. I ain't going nowhere, right? So make sure that y'all turn y'all headphones up. Y'all turn everything up, because it's about to be a banger, man. Let me see what. Oh, yeah, I got to turn this up. I got to turn this TV up. About to be a banger, man. I'm telling y'all. This right here is a bopper, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm coming with some heat, right? So, before everybody gets started, I do own the copyrights to this, right? But I just wanted to say that, you know, before anybody else. But I want y'all to listen to it. Let me see can you hear it. Man ain't going nowhere. I'm sending 10 toes down. People see me cause they're telling the truth and they get mad with the frown. Cause nobody mad but the devil. Cause they always spreading lies. Cause the lies that they tell is with the intent to control your mind. Man ain't going nowhere. I'm sending 10 toes down. People see me cause they're telling the truth and they get mad with the frown. Cause nobody mad but the devil. Cause they always spreading lies. Cause the lies that they tell is with the intent to control your mind. I'm forever standing on business like the man that I was raised to be. I would never tolerate disrespect to my family or community. I would scream from the mountaintop to educate yourself and learn. I'm standing on the principle that respect is given, but trust is earned. Not trust is earned by the things you do, cause I really don't care what you say. Cause people will talk a good game, then turn around and lie to your face. Now sadly, that what people do when they don't walk in integrity. They give you the perception that they're for you, but it's all to please. Now one thing they won't do is take accountability, cause it's like giving kryptonite to Superman to get weak, you see. They even try to be your friend, then turn around and stab you in your back. They always try to manipulate you to get that weight, man. That is where man ain't going nowhere. I'm sending 10 toes down. People see me cause they're telling the truth and they get mad with the frown. Cause nobody mad but the devil, cause they always spreading lies. Cause the lies that they tell is with the intent to control your mind. Man ain't going nowhere. I'm sending 10 toes down. People see me cause they're telling the truth and they get mad with the frown. Cause nobody mad but the devil, cause they always spreading lies. Cause the lies that they tell is with the intent to control your mind. You scratch a lie, you find a thief. Just wise words that old people say. Lying on the ledge and worry about me, cause you can't keep your lies straight. The best thing for you to do is turn from your evil ways. But that may be hard to do if you let your pride take you to your grave. Standing on the truth, backed by fact. Consistency is how I do it. So if you lie, just know I'm there asking for receipts so you can prove. Cause no longer we standing back and no excuse will be good enough. Cause we don't care about all the lies. We want to see results. My boy. We're tired of the lies, we're tired of the games and conditions we live in. It's drive us insane. We want to see better, we want to see growth. It's time for us all to get up and go. We all play a part, it don't matter how small. When we work together, it's best for us all. It's best for us all when we stay informed. Forever we stand united with man ain't going nowhere. I'm sending 10 toes down. People see me cause they're telling the truth and they get mad with the frown. Cause nobody mad but the devil, cause they always spreading lies. Cause the lies that they tell is with the intent to control your mind. Man ain't going nowhere. I'm sending 10 toes down. People see me cause they're telling the truth and they get mad with the frown. Cause nobody mad but the devil, cause they always spreading lies. Cause the lies that they tell is with the intent to control your mind. Now, that's coming out April the 30th. So make sure if you on all digital streaming platforms, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, or whatever, right? Like, just make sure y'all go support that, right? And look, I'm listening to somebody make a dance, man. Look, let's make a dance on it. Let's get a challenge going, right? I ain't going nowhere challenge, right? Make up a dance. And then, cause look, this gonna be available on like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. It's gonna be available. So do a dance, and then we'll have a little reward for somebody who come, you know, do the dance. But you got to do the dance. You got to tag me in it. That's something that you know, that's just something that we want to do in the community, right? And everything keep going well, man. We'll shoot a video for it. We'll shoot a video for it. I got the location. We'll shoot a video for it at the Barnett King Center. crazy. I play too much. Yes, ma'am, I play too much. Oh, my goodness. Excuse me. Yeah, clean dance. We want clean dance. You know, clean dance. But I wanted to just share that with you, with the community, and also let the community know this, right? As we continue to raise awareness, right? Raising awareness is a force multiplier. Excuse me. People would really understand the power. The community is understanding the power of their voice. And the people, the powers that be, they don't like it. They're scared of it. But accountability, understand the power of consistent accountability is not just a one-time thing. We have to stay committed as a community to see this thing through. Because as soon as we let up, things will go back to what they used to be. If I misspoke, if I said anything wrong, please provide me with credible proof, and I will gladly come back on and scream as loudly as I was to hold somebody to account that I was wrong. Go check me out on Educate to Elevate 334. Again, very, 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 very impressed with the community. Let's keep those complaints going in. Let's file a complaint. The Secretary of State website, and more information will be coming out there soon. But just know this, right? Accountability and transparency are no longer optional. You guys be blessed.